Hello, and welcome to another issue of Schrand Team Connections. Today we've got something that I think you're going to find rather interesting. This is a product that isn't readily available with most lenders. This is a product that we're going to talk about today that some of your more affluent friends are going to be interested in. You might want to pass this along to them. Our guest today is Tom Webb. Tom is an associate with WesBanco. And Tom, tell us about your company and where it's located and where your office is.
Sure. WesBanco is actually located corporately in West Virginia. We'd recently entered the Cincinnati market in 2005 and since have been expanding. It's a small community bank with money to lend. So
You got branches all over the greater Cincinnati area.
we do. We have 9 branches over the greater Cincinnati area.
So, Tom, you've got an interesting product that we want to talk about today. And that product has to do with the Professionals Mortgage Program. Tell me about that.
Sure. The Professionals Mortgage Program is a portfolio product. And what this program does is it allows certain individuals who would qualify for the program to have a lesser down payment without involving any sort of mortgage insurance that you would traditionally have on a low down payment loan.
Okay, let's go with a couple of definitions real quick. Tell me what a portfolio mortgage product is.
In a nutshell, portfolio product is a bank loan. It's a WesBanco specific loan. In most cases, they would be held on the books, which means you would make your payments at WesBanco and they would own the loan until it is paid off.
So basically what a portfolio loan is it's not backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. It's certainly not an FHA product. This is a product where when the day that you make the loan, you're going to be making the loan from WesBanco, and they will be holding the loan until the day that you pay it off. They will not sell this loan. And because of that, it allows them to be outside of the scope of some of the regulations that would apply to other mortgages, correct?
Sure,
So
sure.
that you're able to do some things that aren't able to be done with other products.
Exactly. It kind of brings a little more common sense back into lending. Since the housing crisis, lending did tighten up, and there are some issues getting conforming Fannie, Freddie eligible products, but the portfolio product allows us to take a more personal look at some loans. Maybe you have some compensating factors such as an excellent credit score, or you have quite a bit of reserves in your accounts. But those would be factors that would allow us to make certain decisions that you would not be able to do on a general Fannie Freddie eligible product.
So that's why this particular product very well may be the only one like it in the marketplace. And there may be some compensations in this product that you just simply can't get at another lender. And that's why we're talking about it today. The other thing that we talk about is this is a professional's loan. Tell us who the professionals are as it applies to this particular product.
Sure. The professional's loan covers anyone who has a PhD or a doctorate. Unlike many lenders, they will only do a professional's loan or a doctor's loan for a physician. We actually have a little more broad spectrum. We will extend to CPAs, accountants, and also someone who would be considered a center of influence in the community.
So physicians, PhDs, CPAs, centers of influence. That could be people like the pastor of a pretty good-sized church. It could be someone who is well known in the community. It could be a well-established political figure.
Sure.
It could be someone maybe in the media or people of that sort. So this is a product that, to my knowledge, doesn't exist anywhere else. So tell us a little bit about the program and what the advantages are.
The advantages of the professional program, are the low down payment without having to sacrifice the addition of mortgage insurance on your loan. Now, how that benefits you is typically on a loan where you're not putting 20% down, you'd be required to have private mortgage insurance or just standard mortgage insurance.
So Tom, you've taken a few minutes here to work up an example on a loan that was, I think, in the neighborhood of about $400,000.
Correct.
And that was a way for us to get an idea of how this particular mortgage product would be an advantage to a client. Why don't you tell us about that?
Sure. I went ahead and compared a $400,000 purchase, one which is on the professionals program and one which is not. Everything about the loan is exactly the same. The loan amount, the down payment, the rate, the principal and interest. However, the loan that is not a professional's mortgage has $196 in mortgage insurance. So you're quite simply cutting off $196 off your payment by doing this loan program. So instead of $1,960, you would be paying $1,760 to use the professionals program.
Would you like to save $200 on your mortgage, or whatever would apply to your particular situation? Now, you were telling me about one that you and the bank had closed about a week or two ago, and this is one where it had another advantage of your program for a particular buyer. Tell us about that.
Okay. The particular loan we're talking about, I cannot get into specifics for confidentiality reasons, but the client was purchasing in the $500,000 range, and this would be what would be qualified as a jumbo mortgage loan. In most circumstances, you would be required to put at least 20% down on a jumbo's mortgage. However, he was qualified for the professionals program, so he only had to put 25 down. Now
we're talking $25,000.
$25,000.
Which would be a 5%
Sure.
down payment.
Correct. So he's got $75,000 that he doesn't have to tie up in the mortgage. He can put that in investments, wherever he pleases. So.
Okay, so in this particular example, he's come up with a substantially less down payment. He's put 5% down instead of 20% down. He's also able to save on no private mortgage insurance, even with 5% down.
Correct.
So he's saved on the amount of down payment significantly, and he's saved on the amount of principal payment, or principal and interest payment, every single month. So he's saved every month, plus at the very making of the loan.
Sure.
Okay, so tell us some more about WesBanco and the things that you're doing in terms of doing special financing for people that are of means.
Well, WesBanco, again, I would consider them a portfolio lender. We have every other product out there that anyone else would have, the FHA, VA, regular, conventional, but our bread and butter is our portfolio products, and these are what set us apart. Obviously, we already went over the professionals program, but we also have a really great program. It's called the Freedom Mortgage. This is more geared towards first-time home buyers and the low to moderate income range. It is an income-restricted product, but compared to an FHA loan, this product saves you a significant amount because, again, it's low down payment, similar to the professionals program, and it does not have mortgage insurance.
Great, Tom. Well, what we try to do here on Schrand Team Connections is bring you different things that would give you an advantage in the home buying and home selling process. And this is an example where some of the things we've talked about today, you can't get anywhere else. In fact, most people don't even know about it. So if you've got this kind of need, or you're interested in this type of a product to purchase, either that jumbo loan or the professional wanting to purchase and take advantage of things that are geared to your particular needs, or if you're that first-time buyer that wants to take advantage of the other end of the spectrum that Tom was talking about. Tom, how do they get in touch with you?
You can reach me just by phone at 513-901-7030. I'm available at any time. Please don't hesitate to call me after hours. I don't just work banker's hours. And you can also reach me by email. It's twebb@wesbanco.com.
Very good. So a banker that doesn't work banker's hours, that's good. Tom, thank you very much. It's been very informative.
Thanks for having me.
We hope that you found this to be interesting and informative, and maybe you'll be able to use it yourself. Maybe you can pass it along to a friend. Thank you, and look forward to talking to you again on another issue of Schrand Team Connections.